Red River, I don't have any bets because the market's kind of been back and forth. I talked to a couple other people today about this game. I'm really confused about what I actually think is going to happen. Originally, I was going to give out Texas, but I have the people that I talk to, too many conflicting opinions, too much there's not any consensus about what's going to happen in the game or even thoughts on where the market's going at this point. So I'll say lean Texas at the number, but not going to bet it probably. Just if you want action on the game, I have no opinion on the total. I'd probably just lay Texas if you really wanted action. And given the way the market's going, maybe wait. 4.5's just appeared on the board. Maybe 4 is right after that. We'll see. Collin, what are you doing with Red River this weekend? This line move, very interesting to me. Seemed like early in the week, everybody on Texas. Now we just kind of keep creeping back down again. And now we're at 5.5. And now we're at 5 in a couple places. So Texas less than a touchdown. What are you doing with this game?
Yeah, I have already bet Oklahoma, but the number that I got is not available in the market. So I think it's, you don't want to hear people talk about the number that they got. The number that I power rate this at is 5. So if you think that there's value in 5.5, I would still lean towards Oklahoma. I would like it better at 6, and I like the under in this game. But really, to me, I could go through a billion stats. And yes, everybody loves Texas right now, especially with that signature win against Alabama. They won this game 49-0. So if you listen to all that white noise, you think this is an easy bet. I got to be on the Longhorns. Well, Oklahoma is pretty improved. But once I downloaded, all of the coverage stats, what coverage do these guys run in passing downs? Because neither of these teams are going to be able to run the ball. It's going to be up to Quinn Ewers and Dillon Gabriel. And whoever has the better day is going to win this game. And when I looked at coverage, specifically, what Texas runs from cover 1, cover 3, Dillon Gabriel has just taken care of business against those kinds of coverage this season, last season, all the time. When I looked at Quinn Ewers, he's been fantastic against quarters coverage, and he's been terrible against cover 1 and cover 3. Well, guess what? Oklahoma runs cover 1 and cover 3 almost all the time. So even though Quinn Ewers has been fantastic, he's really limited how many turnover-worthy plays he's had this year. He is facing his toughest coverage that he has had a hard time reading for the last 2 years in this game. I like Oklahoma to cover this game. I'm not sure they got enough to win, but I'm pretty well invested on the Sooners here.
In terms of the games that'll definitely be on television, Ryan, Saturday. No bigger than Oklahoma, Texas, probably. Line movement in this game, really funny. First time in a while, 4.5's now back on the board. So Oklahoma money on Friday just kind of rolling in a little bit here. We were out near 7. Now we're back down. So we'll call Texas 4.5, 5. Total in the game about 60.5. What are your expectations for this game? Obviously, huge playoff implications.
Yeah, these were the two teams, obviously I like most coming into the season in the Big 12. And the reason being actually was the defensive side of the ball for both. Brent Venables, it's year 2. I really like what they did with the transfer portal. They did bring back some guys, but so far so good. Now, Texas is going to be the best offense they've seen so far. But Texas, as good as they've been, and I do have a bunch of Texas futures. I have Ewers futures. But as good as they've been, man, they've kind of struggled to replace Bijan, which makes sense. He was a first-round pick, right? One of the better college running backs we've seen the last decade plus. But their offensive line not getting much push as far as the run game. And like I said, Oklahoma's run defense has been pretty solid. You can hit him with explosive plays. But Ewers, as solid as the numbers are, he threw his first pick last week against Kansas. He struggled with the deep ball. I believe he's 4 for 19 on passes 20 or more yards down the field. So I think this is actually going to be a lower scoring game, kind of feel out process. So I like the under. There were some 61s available early on in the week. I think I saw 61.5. I like the under still at 60.5. If we got out to 6.5, I would like Oklahoma a little bit more, but at current price, I feel like the number's about right. And I'm cheering for Texas every single week, so I don't really want to get involved with the side. I do feel like there'll be some good live betting opportunities in this game as far as the total. I played the under, but that could be scary, right? With these two teams, it's the Red River shootout, and we could see explosive play after explosive play. I feel like if Oklahoma jumps out to an early lead, say 21-7, I'm going to live bet the over in this game, maybe get off the total. If Texas goes up, though, in this game 21-7. I feel really good about the under. Might even look to live bet the under just because I think they could kind of take their foot off the gas, look to run the ball. And like I said, they're not really running the ball efficiently down to down right now. They're hitting some explosives, so the numbers look a little bit better, averaging 5 yards per carry. But, all that to say, I like the under in this game. I can't wait for this one, though.
Let's go to the desert with the Cincinnati Bengals, a 3-point road favorite at the Arizona Cardinals. Again, I will say that. Cincy, just a 3-point road favorite at Arizona. Now, if you like the Bengals here, Joe Burrow is not on the injury report for the first time in what feels like a really long time. So Burrow not on the injury report, not even listed. T. Higgins did get a limited practice in today on Friday with his rib injury. He's listed as questionable. We'll monitor that, obviously, coming up on Sunday. And not much going on here for Arizona. Just like Keontae Ingram, their backup running back, is questionable. DeMercado played as the number 2 running back behind James Conner. This is not a point spread conversation. It's like an anytime touchdown and a prop conversation. We'll do more of it coming up on Sunday. Ken, bets and analysis, please. Bengals at the Cardinals.
So I said all week that like the Patriots was my favorite bet of the week, and as the week goes on, this is actually my favorite bet of the week. I am obsessed with the over in this game. I think it's by far my favorite bet this week. So one thing about Arizona, played Dallas, played San Francisco, offensive numbers have like survived that stretch, and they actually look pretty good. Their adjusted offensive numbers are through the roof because Dallas and San Francisco are pretty good on defense. I actually like the vision I would have for people is picture the Giants game. Daniel Jones has no time to throw in any game his team plays. He can't throw the ball deep down the field. They can't generate explosive plays against anybody, except they play Arizona, and he looks like Patrick Mahomes the whole game, throwing 50-yard passes down the field, Saquon explosive plays. They score like 4 touchdowns in the second half. If they can make the Giants offense look like that, the Arizona defense, they can make Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase look like that too. Absolutely. Like I think this number is actually insane. Arizona's entire stat profile, which makes no sense to me because Jonathan Gannon is their coach, their entire stat profile is all offense, no defense. That's actually their stat profile the entire season. They let everyone score 1 billion points, and their offense is way better than we expected. And so what does that mean for this game? Tennessee was able to run the ball a ton. Arizona, James Conner can't run the ball a ton. They can't design some stuff for that. So just I don't know if the Bengals are rock bottom. I don't know if they're going to win. I have no opinion on this side at all. I think this is like track meet, alt overs, crazy highest scoring game of the week. Actually what I think this is. I actually think this plays out like Giants Cardinals a lot.
If my guy Ken Barkley feels that strongly about a bet, I'll tell him on it. So I'll tell you on that over. I'm going to end up betting the Cincinnati Bengals as well. Haven't done it yet. Curious where what do you think's going to happen come Sunday? It's going to go up, go down, stay the same. What do you think? I feel like we'll stay.
The side or the total, sorry.
Side.
Higgins out, closes like 2.5 juice Cincinnati.
Yeah, so we'll do more on this on Sunday. I'll tell Ken on the over. I'd like to bet the Bengals. Let's see what the injury report looks like coming up on Sunday. And just to support Ken's over, Michael Wilson, who's like one of Arizona's rookie receivers, was really good last week, and he's like actually coming on looking like a legitimate NFL receiver. And this is like a real NFL offense now. Connor's like not a great running back, but he's good enough. Hollywood Brown is good. Michael Wilson looks like he's good. Rondell Moore in the slot. Ertz and McBride at tight end. It is a good offense right now for Arizona. And Ken, I think you got to send the fruit basket to Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator, pulling all the strings for the Arizona Cardinals. He's done pretty well. Yeah. So a bunch of stuff up in the air a little bit for me, at least. I think, Ken, you feel like you love a lot of your bets this week. I'm a little not shaky, but
what's your favorite bet right now? What's your favorite thing? The whole board. What's your favorite?
Patriots. Patriots.
Yeah, it's like a 3-way tie. Patriots, the under in that game, and the over in Bengals. The Patriots game is so funny. It's wait, Judon's out, Gonzalez is out, the team stinks, Mac Jones is bad. This is the game where it's 14 all in the fourth quarter, and a 5th string tight end named Jerry McGillicuddy catches a touchdown for the Patriots, and they win by it's just this is what this game is. This is what it is. Just how are they going to win? I don't have a clue, but I really think they're going to win. I don't know how they do it. Smoke and mirrors. That's how they usually win a lot of these. Just the story of these stupid Patriots games is always just unheralded guy making a big play. Just, they talked to this guy's head coach at, Southwestern Hawaii State, and he said they should draft him. And so here he is making a big play. It's just we've seen it hundreds of times, and they're playing the dumbest team with a hurt quarterback. So I'm with you on that one.
I love the Patriots. We might Jerry McGillicuddy anytime touchdown. I think we'll have to fire that up for the prop kick segments on Sunday.